What
Mm-mm.
is even long form? Like,
Right? Who knows? It's just like, I don't know. Let's have fun. We'll go about 10 minutes, and
that
we'll
seems
do
that
a
seems good.
yeah, and then we'll do like they're usually just been mono scenes.
Yeah, that seems good.
So we could do that. And then we've got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have eight suggestions. All of them are classic, really
How
good.
how lucky we are, huh?
We're very lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
at least eight wonderful people said, here's something you could play with. So, what number do you want between one and eight?
Right. So this is when I shouldn't look. So I'm just gonna say five.
One, two, three, four. Lauren Baumbauer, awesome. She gave a suggestion of jaywalking.
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 That's perfect. That's something we're really scared of doing in Denmark. So
Hey, hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Step back. Oh, you almost got hit.
okay, sorry. You're
What?
right. I mean, that was a close one. I sorry, I was in my own head for a moment.
Yeah, you look like your head's in the clouds.
It's just like it's just go a lot going on, man. It's like just I really thank you for
Yeah.
you saved my life.
Whoa, 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 whoa! There you go again. Step back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's just like I sorry. It's okay. Okay. I'll try. Okay. I'll step on the sidewalk for a moment. Okay.
You got a lot going on in that brain of yours.
Sure. I mean I've been told to do these like mindfulness exercises like stay in the moment, but it's just really hard. It's just really hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're such in the moment that you don't notice anything else going on around you.
I mean, just in the moment in my head.
Yeah.
Like how do you even cope? Like how do you because you seem like really like alert.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm very right now, especially I'm on edge right now, so I think my sentences are heightened a lot more than they normally would
Right.
be.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I've just been like I've been going through a lot at home, and
Right.
so yeah, I went through a recent situation with the person I live with, and so it's really forced me to kind of have my own introspection right now, and it's like I'm really wanted to stay as present as possible, and don't want to get ahead of myself. So I'll be honest, I'm actually doing an exercise,
Uh-huh.
which was told to me by my therapist, which is when you're walking down the street, I want you to point things out and say, oh, there's a red bus. Oh, there's a yellow line down the middle of the road. And when I was walking down, I was thinking to myself, oh, there's a guy who's about to step into traffic. And so that's something that it's a tool I've been working on, is like trying to just notice everything right now. And I'll be honest, it can get very exhausting.
I get that. I think my therapist told me of a similar tool. I just every time I try to do it, I just get distracted by something else,
Whoa,
or
whoa,
like I
whoa,
get
whoa,
distracted.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
okay.
There you go
So
again.
I don't know why I just keep like sidling sideways when I'm talking. It's just like
I mean, why ask why? It just is, right?
it just is just how I am. I guess I guess it's just like I grew up about people who are around people who are restless, and it just kind of I think it made me who I am.
Yeah. I mean, you're so influenced by family and what's around you that you can't help but to take that on.
Yeah. And you say you said you live with someone. I live by myself, so I think that sometimes that makes me like stay even more in my head because I don't have any like sounding board.
Oh, wow. Wow. Is that, I mean, I guess it's by choice, right? That you don't have roommates or you don't live with anyone.
Yeah, I mean it was by choice. I thought at first it would be really nice to just have that space by myself, but then it's like when less is happening around you, then you're just stuck in your own thoughts, right?
Wow. Wow. Yeah. And you can get lost up in those. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Wow. This light is long.
It is. It's really long.
I mean, we got our health, right?
Yeah, we got our health. We got our minds.
We got our minds.
We're still lucid.
Yeah. I've been, sorry, my therapist has me doing these gratitude exercises.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Do you
it's
also do
like,
like a gratitude journal?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got it right here in my pocket. I'm doing a
Uh,
gratitude journal, and my therapist, she said, whenever you feel something you're grateful about, I want you to go ahead and write it down. And I'll be honest, at first I was like, why bother? And then I noticed that's probably part of my problem.
Yeah, like you think, why does it even matter? Right?
Yeah,
Like what it's like it's at some point you just like everything is just like the same, kind of like nothing really is
yeah,
important enough.
yeah, yeah. So then it's like, okay, I got to start really trying to think about like what is it that I am grateful for, no matter how small. And I'll be honest, I started journaling about 2 weeks ago, and I have felt better because I did that. I felt better because I look at it and I'm like, okay, what do I have, and what are things? And I make, I'll be honest with you, there's some silly things. I'll be like,
Mhm.
when I don't know what to be grateful for, I'll go, I'm grateful for toast. I like bread.
I have like I'm like sliced ham, I have water, I
Yeah,
coffee, tea, like small things.
yeah. I mean, and
I
then
have shoes.
you've got shoes,
Yeah.
and you look at that and you're like, man, you know what? Like things could be always worse.
Yeah. It always could be. Like, see, mine I keep mine digital because I'm really slow at writing things by hand. But then it's like every time when I'm I'm sitting down and I'm supposed to write this, but I'm just so tired, and then I just don't get around to doing it.
Oh, that's a good idea because then you could just transcribe it. You could just talk it into, I could put it in my phone.
Yeah, I thought about doing that as well, like, but then there's the whole, are you ever gonna listen to it if you record it? Like, are you
No,
ever gonna get around to listening to it?
no, I don't think so. I don't think, and that's a good point. Like, I guess I would talk into my phone and then I would have to transcribe. So it's probably more work than actually just writing it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe at some point there's like technology where it will transcribe it for you or something. But I don't know.
I got this silly thought of like one day I'm going to have like an assistant who will do all this stuff for me. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to be at a point to have one, nor do I really want one. But I think part of me thinks like, oh, all the things I have, all the mess in my desk and all the files I have on my computer, and that I'll have somebody organize that for me. And I don't think I ever will. I feel like if I would have, it would have happened already.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and then also like when I have these like all these journals I've written
Yeah.
in the past, and like who am I doing this for? Like, am I the only one who's gonna read it? Or like, because I remember like I have diaries from my grandmother lying around. If I have children one day, would it even be something they would want to read?
Well, I think we think they would. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I've got 3 kids and I
yeah,
think like, oh, they're gonna love these. Like I just went through the other day, I looked at my high school yearbook and I'm like,
yeah.
those kids are gonna love reading that. But then I think, I don't know if they will. Like I looked through my parents' high school yearbook once, but I didn't feel like it was that important. Then it's probably going to eventually end up, they can find it online too. So like, why am I keeping all this stuff? I think part of it for me is like, I have a fear of not being remembered. So I think,
Oh
oh, if
yeah,
I have this, then this memory will live on. And it's like, well, that's kind of a silly thought.
yeah. It's like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, no one is going to be remembered at some point, right? If we go like, I don't know, 400 or 500 years in the future, or I don't know.
What do you think is the one in the history of humankind? Who's the person that will be remembered if it's only one? Who do you think that like if you're on a game show and it's like, all right, number one answer on who's the number one person in history that will be remembered? Who do you think that is? An
I don't know,
actual,
man. Oh, like, and I mean, maybe Jesus. I don't know. Like,
but then
or
was he like
but was he
real?
real? That's the question. Like, that's kind of a gray zone, right?
Right.
I don't know. That's a really hard question. It's a good question. Who do you think?
Shakespeare?
Shakespeare, maybe. Yeah.
Mozart? Music? Is
Mozart. I
music
don't
Trump?
know. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Will Mozart even like, because kids these days, do they even listen to? I mean, some do, right? But does that is it still in the cultural consciousness even?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like, my initial thought would be like, yes, somebody like, is it Elvis? But is that because it's closer to my age? Is it like
Right.
Gutenberg with the printing? Like, Who is,
Right, yeah, the printing press, yeah.
because you're right, like eventually everybody gets forgotten about.
Yeah. Well, at least we have, that's why I guess why you focus on the small things, right? Because the small things that are here right now, the things that you have, because that's what you can count on right now.
Mm,
Everything kind of is temporary.
mm. Hey, hey, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh, sorry. I just went there. I go again. I'm just like, I'm just completely. It's like when I go into my head again. It's like, oh, that was a close one. I mean, I don't even think that guy was looking, honestly.
No, no, and it's all these bikes. Like that's the thing. It's all these
Oh,
bikes that are
oh yeah.
going by, and they get so angry at us.
I mean, I do. I'm guilty of the same thing when I'm on my bike. I don't always like. It's like I want to go somewhere, and I'm just, sometimes I just get too much in a rush, and I forget to, just like be in the moment and pay attention.
Yeah. Well, if anything, I guess it's like try to just stay in these moments and be careful when you start walking. I mean, this is kind of a metaphor for life, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Like you have to be you have to be mindful when you're walking.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to where you're going.
Huh. Scene. Ah, Tulls, that was so fun.
Oh, nice. Thanks for playing.
Oh my God, thank you. Like you're always really fun to play with, and I think you've got it's fun watching you because I think you are very versatile as a performer. So watching you, I think you can definitely play the game and play like a
Uh-huh.
faster, short form kind of style, but then you can also sit in these moments and make them super important. So it's really always fun and easy to play with you, man.
Oh, you too. I think lately, especially, I think lately I really enjoy the kind of like slow, grounded. I think there's a lot of just energy expenditure in being something you're not,
Yeah.
and then just like, just being truthful, I think is just easier.
What are you doing nowadays to, I don't know, bring you joy or give you moments of peace or anything
Um,
positive?
I mean, honestly, I'm doing the whole kind of I'm doing a creative journal, and I'm also doing kind of a gratitude journal, well, something like that. I always write down stuff that I get done, just to
Yeah.
keep even if it's something small, like infinitesimally small, just like I did this.
Yeah. I saw this general, this army general said, every morning make your bed so at least you do one thing. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's a good piece of advice, even if it seems so small, but the fact you accomplish something, I think helps.
I think if you have
Um,
that, you kind of learn to appreciate small victories.
yes. Yes, and then those small victories, the every little celebration, especially now, man, every little celebration, bring it, like bring that
Yeah.
positivity and that joy in these
Yeah.
times, especially.
Yeah. What about you? Like, apart from, playing with people all over the world?
Well, like honestly, a lot of the times the conversations we have before and after those scenes are the most fun for me. So like
Right.
having that connection, that's a big thing that we're missing now is that connection. That's what
Yeah.
improv brought me is the connection to people. So anytime I can do that, I think that helps my mental state. I painted that painting behind me right there. So I've been doing a lot more like just painting, which I find it very comforting and relaxing.
Oh, that's
Um,
really nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I started doing it and then um, definitely now have more of the time to do it. And it just
Mm.
allows me to be a little bit creative while not just
Mm.
focusing like on improv, but like, oh, let me do some other artistic endeavors as we go here. And then anytime I get like a little sad and I want to pick up of some sort of, I'll throw on some music or
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
I'll reach out to like funny friends. Like I'm just very blessed to have all these funny friends and then like
Yeah.
following them on social media and then like being able to text or reach out to them. It really helps out. So I talked to a buddy of mine just about an hour ago from Chicago, where I grew up, and he's such a good guy, and we just exchanged these stories, and it's just it made me feel better for that half hour that we talked. It was like, I feel a lot better now because I connected with him. So just trying to find ways to connect is a big part for me.
Oh yeah, same. Like I think I also connect sometimes in ways I didn't expect maybe, or with people I
Mm.
didn't
Yeah.
think of in the same way.
Where can people follow you, like on social media, if you want them to? If not, that's cool too.
I would say I'm not very active on social media. Um, but if there's a thing I did recently which I think is fun and really love doing, and it gave me a lot of joy. Together with some of my friends, we did this audio play.
Yes.
Me and Adrian McKinder,
Yep.
Sarah McGillan, Kate Pemberton, and Owen Sullivan.
Yep.
We did, and Gordon Torbett. We did this thing called Low Point Cemetery, which can be found on Spotify. It was just like we did a little 1 hour, like so half-hour pilot episode. Just a little fun audio sketch show. That was a joy to do. We recorded it in studio before this whole thing happened.
Well, that's awesome, and I'm a big fan, and I'm going to post it. I'll post a link to it under this, so people can check it out. But like, yeah, what a solid crew too, man. So good, so many great improvisers in that group.
Yeah, it's a really just lovely team of people, all really lovely people. Yeah, and yeah, but yeah, social media right now. I'm not super active.
Yeah, good for you. It's only a time suck, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to be if you have to promote something, but
Yeah.
apart from that, currently I don't really have anything to promote, but at some point probably.
Well, my friend, it's great talking with you. It's really good reconnecting, and yeah, I had a
Yeah.
ball playing with you. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you, man. Really lovely playing with you.
All right, Toles, have a great one. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, too. You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye.